all our young players playing with grown men and embarrassing them. The way he's linking up with Saka, sometimes he look better linking up with Saka than even Benjamin White. Skelly reminds me of Zinchenko, but a better defender. So he's got the same on-the-ball potential as Zinchenko. Look at that pass. Look at that pass. And this is his goal. Look at him bursting inside the box. Now remember, this is not a striker. This is a striker position. This is a striker's instinct. So last night we played Bolton and the young guns was out. The young gunners were out, the academy players. We see new keeper, young keeper, I think his name was Potter or something like that. We see Nichols at right back. We see Lewis Skelly at left back. We see Nwaneri. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. And even after that, they took a nice little photo. And even Mikel Arteta, they're saying that, listen, some of these boys have school tomorrow, right? Because some of them are only 16 and 17 years old. So big respect to these guys, because to be thrashing Bolton 5-1 and the way they played, it was seamlessly. Now, I see a few things in terms of when we check our wing backs, our fullbacks. We've got Calafiori that plays fullback for us, for the first team. We've got Timber, we've got Ben White. Apart from, I don't want to talk about Zinchenko, right? So in my mind, Zinchenko is gone. But these players, Tomiyasu, these players, they're predominantly centre backs, and Arteta has converted them to be fullbacks. But when I look at Skelly, which was converted from centre mid, he's got a low centre of gravity. He's like a traditional left back. When you think of Ashley Cole, when you think of Gael Clichy, when you think of Marcelo, Roberto Carlos, when you think about great left backs, they're always Apaches ever. They're very short. They're very agile. They're very swift. They're very quick. And Timber is a centre back, but he's short as well. He can be fit in that mold. But I see that we've got, in the first team, we've got players that converted to fullbacks. But then the young squad, the younger players coming up, they're already fitted. They're already molded for that position. Because, as what I said, they're short, they're aggressive, they're tenacious. And when you think of young Nichols, it's the same thing. He's a short player. When you think of right backs, traditional right backs, they're short. Traditional right backs and left backs, they're not as tall as the ones we've got right now in the first team squad. So it's like we've got a mixture, we've got a blend. If we want to play a certain way, a certain aggressive, with certain agility in the team, we've got those young players. If we want to bypass the headering ability of, because we know that in defense we need top two players for headering ability. So it's good that our fullbacks in the first team are tall, but the youngsters are coming through. They're quite short, but they're not bad in headers as well. But enough of the talking. Let's get into the highlights. I'm going to show you some highlights of these players, how good they played, and some of the things they done really well. So we're going to start with my Lewis Skelly. So Lewis Skelly, look at this. Listen, they can't deal with him. They have to be pulling him back, dragging him back, holding him back. And the way he plays, he breaks the line so seamlessly. As I said, that he's got the vision. Look at this pass. It was a bit too much, unlucky, but you can see the vision on the guy. And it's because he's a centre mid by trade. He's converted now to, look at, I love Calafiori. Calafiori looks brilliant in centre back as well. The way he plays, the link up play is brilliant. Look at Skelly. He's just taking his time. He's not rushing it. And Skelly reminds me of Zinchenko, but a better defender. So he's got the same on-the-ball potential as Zinchenko. Look at that pass. Look at that pass. And it's because he's a midfielder, he saw a pass like that. Brilliant goal for Nwaneri. And I don't want to be talking about Nwaneri because we got a video on Nwaneri. But we're going to focus on Lewis Skelly. That was a brilliant midfielder pass. And this is the benefits. These are the plus you get from converting a midfielder, centre mid, into a wing back position. Because we know that the modern game, what it's like right now, brilliant interception and unlucky with that pass. The modern game right now, you need to be playing multiple position to understand different position and to understand how to link up with players in different position, because you know how to play it. And Lewis Skelly, it's like he's ahead. Lewis Skelly, Nwaneri and Nichols and even Hayden, all of them, they're ahead of their time. They're ahead of their age group. And this is why they're getting so much chance in the Arsenal team right now. Look at this. He's just toying with them. Look, this is a 17-year-old kid. Look at this. This is a grown man he's playing against. He's just toying with them. I love it. I love the confidence. And Arteta said that these guys, they're always coming for instruction. They look at this. Look at this. Look at the turn. Look at the unlucky with that pass. Arteta said that they're never satisfied. They want to improve day by day. They want more information. They want more instruction on how to grow, how to get better. He went down there with a little injury. Hopefully, it's nothing serious, right? Because we need backup players like him in the first team. Oh, you can see that his muscles stand up there like a roti. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury. And the next one, we've got Ethan Nwaneri. And I was contemplating, should I start with Ethan or should I start with Skelly? But I love Skelly, but Nwaneri, man, he's already first team. Look at this guy. He plays like Odegaard right now. Right now as we speak, the way Odegaard... Now, I don't want to disrespect Odegaard. Odegaard has a bit more of this. You see what he's doing now? These little twists and turns. Odegaard does that a bit more. And apart from that, Odegaard's got the experience. But in terms of the gameplay, he's very similar to Odegaard. Very, very similar. And I would go a step further to say that he's even better than Odegaard in some phases of the play because he's stronger than Odegaard. If you see this guy barging, look, he's playing against grown men and he's barging them out of the place, barging them out of position. With Odegaard can't barge anyone. It's more like you barge him and he's got good balance so he stays on the ball. But for Nwaneri, he's barging off the ball. Look at this. His strength is immense. Look at this. Look at this play. Look, I was unlucky. That defender got good footing. And this is his goal. Look at him bursting inside the box. Now remember, this is not a striker. This is a striker position. This is a striker's instinct to be seeing the ball over the left hand side and bursting inside the box to get in the end of that. That's a striker's instinct. I don't even see Odegaard doing that. So these are the things I'm saying. He's better than Odegaard in. He's like, he's a hybrid. He's a hybrid between a 10, an 8, and sometimes a 6. I say he can play a 6. Now look at this as well. The confidence. Normally a young player, Declan Rice is in acres of space. Normally a young player would just pass it over to Declan Rice. But the confidence on this guy to take that, knowing that Declan Rice is the senior player, the confidence to bypass Declan Rice and to have a shot, even though the keeper almost saved it, the confidence he had to take that shot is brilliant. Now look at this play again. Look at this. Nice weight of pass right in the stride of Saka. Saka didn't have to break stride there. Look at Calaflori driving in. Brilliant pass by Calaflori. And this is another one. The awareness to give that ball to Saka, not to be rushing, right? I love it, man. This guy, look, he's like I would say a 25-year-old player playing inside a 17-year-old's body. This is how good he is. He's years and years and years above his age group, man, and I love it. These guys that's coming through. That's what I'm saying. I want Vieira to go, because if Vieira had stayed, then Nwaneri wouldn't have got a chance. And I'm happy Zinchenko's injured, because perhaps if Zinchenko wasn't injured, then Skelly wouldn't have had a chance. So I'm happy the way that our squad is going. We need to shred. We need to shred the fat. Shred these guys that doesn't contribute as much as they should. And big up to Nwaneri and his brilliant performance. Now on to Raheem. Now Raheem Sterling, he had a good match, but we know that Raheem Sterling could go up another level. And Arteta even said that. Arteta said that, listen, Raheem has improved, right? However, there's still a physicality that he requires of Sterling that is quite not there yet. And I love that honesty from Arteta, because it's a thing where you don't want him to basically thinking that they're perfect when they're not. Be honest with them, be upfront with them to say that, listen, you need to improve in this area, and if you don't, then you're not going to get much play. It's not like the Chelsea manager promising Sterling that he will be in the first team, and then when the season comes round, he find himself in the reserves playing with kids. Disrespectful. But with Arteta, I love a manager. I love people that's honest, brutally honest. And this is what Arteta is. He said that, listen, he's getting there, but he's not quite there. He needs to improve on the physicality that we need as a team. It doesn't matter what he was playing at City, how he was playing at City. It doesn't matter how he was playing at Chelsea. Our requirements is different, and he needs to be more physical. Now Sterling, you see, he got an assist, and he also scored a goal. Twisting, you see, and I love to see him. It's like he's starting to enjoy himself. You see that shot, you can see that he's starting to grow inside the match. Little by little, he's starting to grow. And for me, I believe that Sterling will have a better, I could be wrong, but I believe that Sterling could potentially have a better season for us than Martinelli. I believe that, because I believe Martinelli has more potential, but the potential doesn't mean that's his goal. Potential don't mean nothing if you're not fulfilling like small steps. You need to be doing small steps to fulfill that potential. And so far, Martinelli has been don't get me wrong. Martinelli's track back has been serious this season. It's been serious. Martinelli has been playing like a left back this season with his track back, his work rate in tracking back. That's poor. He should have got that ball over Sterling. That was a bit poor from him. But Martinelli's track back has been immense, which Sterling needs to improve on. But apart from that, Sterling, I believe, would be better. And that's, again, another shot. Brilliant. And that's Kai's goal. So Sterling, he done well. Because so far I've seen three or four goals. If it wasn't for that shot, then Kai wouldn't have that tap in. So 3 of our goals, I could say Sterling was involved, or possibly 4. 3 of our goals, I could say clearly that Sterling was involved. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, and I know it's against Bolton, but you can see that it needs confidence, it needs gameplay, it needs to get back into the animal mode, to get the animal instincts back, like what he once had at City. And I believe that he's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. It just needs more confidence. It just needs more game time, and for us to be gelling with the team, to understanding how different players play. And so far, this is first full match. He played very good. He played first full debut, I should say. He played very, very, very good. Link-up play was immense. Everything just looked seamlessly. No one looks like they were out of place. Now, this is a big compliment to Mikel Arteta and the training staff for getting the team to be playing so seamlessly. Even dropping so many players, we dropped all of our defense, barring perhaps Calafili will be left back and Timo will be right back. All our defense basically has been changed. Keeper changed. Midfielder changed apart from Declan Rice. All our midfield changed. Attacking apart from Saka, all have been changed, because we know that Kai Havertz is our new number 9. So even Jesus isn't our first team right now. So that's a multitude of changes. And for us to be performing, slapping Bolton 5-1, as I said, that I know Bolton isn't the greatest of teams, but the way we played is encouraging. It's not about the opponents sometimes. It's about how the team performs. And bear in mind, this is our second team. When is the last time, can you remember? When was the last time you can remember that our second stream squad, our second team players, performed this brilliantly? When was the last time? I can't remember. Not even in then again, in the glory days, in the Invincibles, we had players upon players upon players. Wiltord, Bergkamp, Henry, we have players upon players. But Kanu. But now, since after the Invincibles, between then and now, we haven't had a second stream players, especially with so much involvement from the academy players at this level. This is a magnificent achievement so far, and this is only Arteta's second season with the squad that he wants, because the first 2 seasons is just to shred the squad, right? It's just to shred the squad. The first 2 seasons is just to shred the squad. Now the 2 seasons now after that is his identity, is his blueprint is putting on the squad. And if this is only 2 seasons in, and we've already got a second team squad like this and a first team squad that's competing with the best team in Europe, can you imagine a few more seasons? Can you imagine the dominance, the reign that we will have? And it's not just that, he's looking to improve the academy as well, to make it better, by getting better players in the academy, by getting better training and coaching staff, by improving the scouting network. Can you man, the future looks blinding. The future is so bright that it looks blinding. I'm telling you that from now. Keep an eye on our academy teams. I'm telling you that from now. We've got Dowman coming through as well. If you remember Dowman, you know what's going on. He plays like Odegaard. Oh, I love it, man. I love young players coming through. It's exciting, especially for die-hearted fans like me. So the last video we've got for now, and that's Nichols. Nichols, as I said, the right back. He looks brilliant. He looks brilliant. Now, yes, he done a few mistakes, but who hasn't done mistakes on their first full debut, right? And this was the chance he put in, and Declan Rice getting the ball, and what a brilliant shot from Declan Rice, using the defender as a disguise to get that goal, that ball in. But brilliant play from Nichols. That's another brilliant crossfield pass. He looks so, you know, when someone looks beautiful on the pitch, that's how some footballers, you can tell that they're gonna have a big career. They just look pretty, they just look beautiful, and that's how Nichols looks. He doesn't look awkward. Look at his position. That's a joiner foul there. He doesn't look awkward. It doesn't look like he doesn't understand the different phases of plays. He just gets everything. And he's young. I think he's 16, I think. Or 17 this year. But he's still only young. And this guy's playing with grown men and embarrassing them. All our young players playing with grown men and embarrassing them. The way he's linking up with Saka, sometimes he look better linking up with Saka than even Benjamin White. And this is his first time playing with Saka on an in a competitive match, and he looks so good. Now see him over that left hand side, and this is it, that he can rotate into different areas of play, different phases of play, and he looks like he's not uncomfortable. Brilliant pass. So Nichols, for me, he played so much players that I could give man of the match against Bolton. So many players. And I would say Nichols had a man of the match performance, but it wasn't man of the match for me. Man of the match had to go to Nwaneri. Man of the match is for me Nwaneri, because the way he played, he looks like Odegaard, but at the same time, he looks like hybrid between an 8 and a 10, and he looks like a 10. So it's like the positions he picks up, it's like you don't know how to mark him. And I love that from Nwaneri. But brilliant performance by Nichols. A young player, is small, tenacious, but you can tell that this guy is going to bring Arsenal future success. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification so you'll be updated on my next video. Help me on my journey to 10,000 subs. Goodbye.